Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss DSH and TestDaF. Um, DSH and TestDaF are German language proficiency exams or certificates. Um, like in English speaking countries for English start programs, you take IELTS or TOEFL. Similarly, in Germany, if you apply for a German taught program, whether at bachelor or master level, you require either DSH or TestDaF. There are some other options also, but we are focusing only these two exams, DSH and TestDaF. So let's see what are they. DSH is also in German language called DSH, stands for Deutsche Sprachprüfung für den Hochschulzugang, which means German language exam for accessing the university. Now, where can you complete this DSH exam? There are different universities which are offering preparation courses for DSH exam, and we consider one scenario that you have applied for a master degree program at a certain university. This program is conducted in German language and you do not fulfill the German language requirement. Therefore, the university asks you to prepare yourself for DSH exam. Now, if university is also offering DSH preparation course, then they will invite you for an entrance exam. And if you pass the entrance exam, you are allowed to sit in the preparation course. This preparation course usually vary from 3 months to like 4 or 4.5 months. And after the completion of this course, there is one final exam which you have to pass and come up with required score so that you can start your master degree at a German university in German taught program. So the exam is also conducted by universities. And there is no central syllabus for this exam. Therefore, the level of difficulty will vary from one university to another. So you have to look at where you can uh, prepare and where you can take exam. You can take exam at any university. You can prepare for the exam at one university, for example, but you can take exam in 5 different universities or more than 5 different universities. There is no limit on this. An exam consists of reading, writing, listening, and speaking sections. And you have to uh, get, like, depending on the your course, either you require DSH 1 or DSH 2 or DSH 3, which means DSH 1, DSH 2, or DSH 3. Now, what are they? These are 3 levels, um, and you get 1 level depending on how you perform in the exam. And if your overall performance in the exam is from 57 percentage to 67 percentage, which correspond to B2 level of German language, then you are categorized into DSH 1. Now, if you perform if you get 68% to 81% marks overall, this correspond to DSH Y or C1 level of German language. And if you get 80% or more than 80% marks overall in all 4 sections, then you get C2. Now, again, I repeat, your overall performance is considered. Like if you get 60% in reading, for example, and in writing you perform very well and you get 80%, then the average will be taken. So you will not be evaluated for each individual section of the exam. The exam or the certificate is accepted by almost all universities except the University of Stuttgart. So if you are applying for University of Stuttgart, you have to take for another option which can be TestDaF. DAF, which we will discuss in the next section. So 95% of the universities require DSH2 exam, which means a DSH2 certificate or your proficiency as DSH2, which means you have to score at least 68% marks in this exam so that you can come into this category. Now let's see what is test DAF. DAF stands for Deutsch als Fremdsprache, German as foreign language. Now, DSH exam can be prepared at university or at private institutes. There are a lot of institutes which are offering this preparation for students. Volkshochschule is also one of them, which has its branches in almost every city of Germany. So the exam is conducted only at licensed test center, and currently there are 96 countries where there are licensed test center, and the exam can be taken in 96 countries. DSH exam that can be conducted in Germany only, but you can take test DAF exam in 96 countries. The same exam is repeated. If the exam is to be conducted on 5th of January, let's say, then the same exam will be uh, given to the candidates in all 96 countries. It means uh, the level of difficulty for all 96 countries will be same, unlike the uh, DSH exam, which is conducted by universities, and the level of difficulty may vary. Now the test DAF, it also consists of reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And the big difference between test DAF and DSH exam is that in DSH exam, as I mentioned earlier, your overall percentage is considered, whereas in test DAF, you have to get a certain score in each section of exam so that you can qualify or you can achieve one particular level. Now 95% of the universities, it's a rough estimate, but more than 90%, 95% of the universities uh, require 4 score in each section. Now, let's say that reading, the maximum score you can have is 5 and the minimum is 3. Lower than 3 is you are failed, and the maximum you can get 5. Now, if you get 4 in all 4 sections, then this level correspond to C1 level of German language, and it is acceptable for 95% of the universities. Some universities, especially for medicine, there are some universities which asks for 5 score in each section. But if other than that, most of the universities require only 4 in each section. Now, let's say that if you have acquired 3 in reading, but 4 in writing, listening, and speaking, what will be your level? Now, it means that level will be B2, because in reading you have acquired 3, and you have to acquire 4 in all 4 sections so that you can get C1 level. Even if you get 5 in 3 sections and in one section you get only 3, it will not be considered 5, and it will not correspond to the C2 level, which will be C2 level if you get all 5 score. So that was an overview of TestDaF and DSI exam. I hope this will help you in deciding uh, what test you should prepare for if it is required for by your university. If you have any question, you can put it in the comments and share it with your friends so that they can also get benefited. Thank you.